That was President Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance during today's cabinet meeting discussing the massive amount of money that was stolen through fraud in this country. This is all coming after Vice President Vance broke down the staggering $160 billion in fraud recovered across the United States, telling a group of 15 state AGs that these results are just the tip of the iceberg. Joining us now, Kentucky Attorney General Russell Coleman. Attorney General, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. You were at yesterday's roundtable event with the Vice President. Tell us what fraud you have uncovered in your state so far. From our understanding, 12 federal sentencings occurred from matters in which your state's Medicaid fraud unit assisted in. And I personally feel if you don't put people in jail, recovering the money's great, but if you don't put people in jail, you're not going to let everybody know that this is not going to fly in this country anymore.
No, it's about deterrence. And in law enforcement, the gold standard is preventing crime, whether it's a violent crime, whether it is targeting a child, or whether it is the theft at massive levels. And that's what we're talking about. That's what the Vice President was discussing with us yesterday. It's not a victimless crime, and we have to deter this. And punishment works. And so yesterday, the discussion was about not only the scope of the problem, but after the media left, after the cameras left the room, it was about solutions. It was about how we better collaborate, how we do a better. You see a bunch of AGs, about a dozen of my colleagues there to talk about solutions, and that's exactly the conversation.
It's amazing to me because it's really the first time that I can remember in my lifetime that we're ever having a conversation about prosecuting fraud that goes on. Many politicians just look the other way. The Trump administration has made this a huge issue. It started with DOJ, and it's led us up to where we are right now. Listen to FTC Chair Andrew Ferguson saying social trust has evaporated in our society, and people are continuing to take advantage wherever they can. Watch this.
It's why deodorant is now locked behind plastic windows at pharmacies. It's why security guards are seen at every store in America. The social trust has evaporated and people are taking advantage of it, and the same is true with our federal benefits programs. Huge segments of the population have decided to take advantage of this generosity and trust of American citizens through deception and fraud.
We have faced problems before as a nation, but it does feel like it's worse than we have ever seen it. What exactly is happening here? Where did the breakdown start?
Well, let me just say part of the solution is leadership. And what you just saw from our FTC chairman, wicked smart lawyer that's leading this effort, Scott Brady, former United States attorney, is in charge of this new effort with the vice president working with us. The hard charging prosecutors, it breaks down. The rule of law breaks down when, one, law enforcement is treated as the enemy. And that's what we experienced during the previous administration. But it breaks down when there is no punishment. There is no accountability. And that's what we've experienced in this country, particularly in some large urban areas where prosecutors aren't focused on prosecuting. But it broke down considerably in the last administration. And we're digging out from many destroyed relationships. Our efficacy in protecting these taxpayer dollars, being a good steward, comes from working together, comes from good leadership and working together. And those relationships have really fallen asunder.
Yeah. Attorney General Coleman, thank you so much. We appreciate your leadership and taking on this task, and the vice president and his task force finally trying to get to the bottom of all this. We appreciate it. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for focusing on this.
Yeah. Okay.